Afei rich proper. Then I do copy rich.
Minim say mube to me de minim mamenhwe say we any ye ba be program bi ewo Ghana ha and Matisa waka ho nsem bebre red ya abe ya boys bi gina wa na omo da o gina ho pa wada nti me wo na minya call from one man be a friend Mr. Eric or the CEO for Bike Life ye kromu ya yenia yenim yenua no mu bia omo de car in a exhibition omo so de no enye car omo de ni motorbikes enye motorbike ye friend saying hygiene ne royal nkitingiti bio motorbikes ebi ye at worth like $40,000 $30,000 bikes akesia na bo edin pa nti we mu ye adefo a omo ye very responsible people in the society. Now, as part of our program, no, now a council, you be kwa bonten akoye advocacy. Ama boys now almost treat so respectfully. Ebimo elusi omu future out of this drugs omu take care omu nim the effects of it, no. You be kwa akoye. So last 3 weeks, you call circle. You ko sia abimu a ye ni omu edi nkomo omu pese omu ko omu krom. Ye tue bi mu lorry fare ye kohwe arrange car e de bi mu ekoi doctor fo a omuso volunteer ye eko psyche e bi mu e ma emwa bi a na e wo say ye de boa as part of the program ye. Now last week last 2 weeks last week because Enra barely 1 week as asem ni see ye no na say omude bikers ni nia no eko the venue of the program no which is at the Independence Square. Now omu ko tire omu how the program will be arranged. And say, oh, your biker, no, busia for bebabia, oh, bape, a hana bepa car. And now your biker, mobile rima for. So part of the arrangement, you know, yakoye ninia, and no last day for no, before then, you didn't call Osu Castle, Hodom side, and omukoye meeting. Omuye no movie the call Independence Square. It lasted for barely 15 minutes. And I almost say Sundays be omuye exhibition, motor exhibition, what do you call it? N1 no so omo person omo ko na ye ne boys no enko kasa as to the abuse of drugs in here which is part of the program. So we went there. Ye call hodom na accident bi see ye. Boy no pray minim ne da.
Oh, wonim no.
Minim no baby a.
Guy no pray na mo the hospital no wonim no.
Minim ne da.
Wonhu ne da.
Mi no angasa mbonim me. Ebi onu di oni me we time aye kodu wo no boss o senior ra tale so onu de ebi oni ba me de minimu no mi hu no wi ase bibia da. Now on say na ye advocacy as to the abuse of illegal drugs. So na ye the other side. So when I saw the crowd abo eguba afkono na I'm saying no, let me get there and see what is happening. Me kodu wo no almost say boys ne ba has been involved in an accident man. The NATO Kamu Echo Hospital. This was around 5:40, 5:50 thereabout. The Echo Hospital. So maybe imagine saying Kameko Hospital. So I went in to move my bike. Some call Legon Hospital, knowing that was the closest proximity in terms of medical health. So be in emergency. I honor them. See, me kono, and I'm saying me friend CEO because one, me angasa. Bike Life no me said I am a registered member and you're part of the advocacy I no and almost say jimoto baako na yenko right. So me friend no na me man nya we say me the bike no ko akwohwe boy na almost we nya accident no ti me friend no amfa to me do Legon no sorry Accra Mall me make the 10 na be wura ase akọ and I nya call from him say memra na boys no dey do omo ye no ho no I need to come back. And I'm like, what is it? No, so me to me afraid police amano. And I know him to be a very emotional person. So certain things, the fact that ebia obe to me afraid paying be and also obe to me afraid the police for them to come and take charge of it. No, doesn't mean say you should abuse that opportunity.
Okay.
Let me calm myself, assess the situation, and if it needs a police, then we can place a phone call. Maybe do one of my boys matter. So I dealt with it and I told them, say, Charlie, you bet to me a boy, no. And also, wama boys didn't kind of dada. So let's do what actually brought us here. Me who are they see? I was just told that there's been an accident. One of the guys, is involved. I'm in the hospital. So after roughly 15-20 minutes, and I almost say, "Yeni get ready na yenko." But as part of solidarity, yen to me mbahona asemesi ho na yeni aye movie akọ without nothing. So let's go to the hospital. Now, a home in a mammy say, I'm not Courage Hospital. So we moved from your friend saying Fiesta Royal Traffic towards the N1 in a Omukofa, Atimota, Honomono, Ekofa, Atimota Ma 7 overhead in Asewo, and make a 10 Atimota inside one. Maybe on my astrotef bino. Eko Daniel Mo, home, like a cranameno, Omo Yanamisudu. And the accident didn't see granty. A yapenma could nim. So they moved far forward. Yeah, call Ridge Hospital. You do Tesano police station. And one of the boys, Epija Motono, because I was at the others also Tesano police station. Almost that concrete block, it divided quite two.
That's right.
And see, Mimi Jina this side. And a boy need the motor never crash. Motor is by 6. Hey, pim. Inti Obia from the member. Sorry, if you share any rough. Tale we pra mu okay my so we mu obi an sorry nti me bi so obi no e na me hu se nsuo na mensa ho na boy ba ko say boss Ralph it be like you hurt too me share na me pra na me say tale omoma yenko right so me tira motorbike na so no and I realized no and yes something I can use my hand to ride again besides not the crutch of the bike ebu nti you will need more effort to be able to hold the crutch nti one of the guys enter bike na yenko. Don't forget, me say time ani yenko after that minute riding through Achimota kwan no that way no. Yenfa say 15-20 minutes any they making all those ride That time you know the boy na ko hospital that. E ma bikers no be na dey ko nto mo ho. Ye movie ye na ye ko do honom no. Nobody that I can confirm. Ena di motor inside o. Me ankasa if almost CCTV footage almost from Rabontain. Who ba be rager on your left side, that was where Omurai, our Mukopaki motorbikes. No, Mimi call for na many Omuko. They all parked outside. So I walked. So police for almost station on that time. No, also oh baby Rema, was some gate Ketwabi. So that me far inside. So one girl called a friend say, Yefa, right? It's the police for no more. If there is a CCTV footage, I show the entrance of the hospital now. That I was working with 3 guys. No, no, much concerned with. Oh, Charlie, mo could go make them attend to you. So you will meaning so producers able to me the boy now or share me no atusua. When I entered, and I'm saying, Charlie, can somebody come and attend to me, please? I'm hurt. And I boy and the guy said, oh, please, we come to attend you to now. So we laughed as boys. And I said, Charlie, boss, Okadu. And I went, and said, go and sit down at the trauma place for no. Until me got now. Many of one or mutu nyani to a yedim komo. And I boy and the sound so bar hon mubium. Or by no catch and say, a day they say, I'm telling you, Charlie, many problem, share mum mepe pa, then mamma munjai, a day they say, when we are, we can attend to that. And all besides, me card no matter, I'm so much. That time, you may driver's license. And the amount one of the guys are now all boy no more than a bar accident a room one. Say, onje, no quaje me card and remy. Minim, sir, your friend is saying, me whom camera ni. Sir, a papaya, yes, on the secretary to Ghana registered nurses or Namo Kase Nama Konomo read the name boy Sibina ye buy me very much sure say no much video na we who say me kwaje card no inti ena omu jira so say oba no ena ye se on kwaje card
o enti kwaje card no
the card no me producer betumi dey atoso an confirm to so
e won rage wa
me masanya ma mu producer nko betumi dey atoso
enti enya mpasa okoi wanje card
oh me what raise a card that me Jane on the 17th. That dano.
Into J card.
Me J card.
All right.
Established.
Okay, that's established.
Me J card. Now, card in some more cano. Guy now almost we prada on. And hono mo na da conversation and they didn't know. that I have other evidences. And Sabrina ni ampo na me ma live. Na me ye live bia.
Oh.
Sabrina ni ani etonia na me ye live bia. Nti ehonu na ye di nkomo no. Ina that lady here o claim to have been assaulted. Ono na that video no so no. Mu hwe TV na ono na da so no. Na hwe nye no ono kra na pie ba ndo pie ba ye no na o ma lock room no e mo begina gate na no. Nti me dia o me ka se nia no na o gina ho. Nti ehonum na lady baako epie e wo inside wo de oka say eyi mo mpanyimfo di musika wi a na mo ba hospital na ka say mo nkoto nyoma na mo di blame ba be maye no eno ena ono bisa oba e be ka say can I see your palm, can you turn around na when you no so your status many na can I see your palm mo mpa bibi me padi ma me
oh to that time ni na we pra
me pra obi an hwe me nti ono no say o ma me hwe ajaye no say rura inside. So she went inside and almost told dining. So almost all no moody in common. One of the ladies I know also say green. A pie bar one thing. Or pie bar one thing also be a girl back on the in Abia. And I'm saying, never better taxes in my mention on Sunday, I'm done with it. And also go right inside. Right?
So how many minutes I will Pranubi and Michelle will reach?
That time,
20 minutes.
Never, bro. Roughly 25 minutes going.
All right.
Right? So that time, you know, and boy no right no the girl no baako the oso we pray e buy nti ono buy no e no baby say girl no no gina ono say ada e de ba asem na esi e no say we pray e no ono say oba be hwe me nti ono kwa na ko inside e ko fa gos na omo say bi ni wona yenkoto bi mra no ono ko fa baako buy no say me fanto me nsa no so at the moment in fact say e ka say obi attend to obi a meaning how they explain that because obre me gos wan me hwe me me fanto so na me fa me nsanto se na be ya moja na emba ina the lady na oba second ebe ka say me nda ne me nsan no hwe na me bisa na say na de be taxes nsuni no onu so ba ho no bia na okita plaster say me fantale so instead of me nsan na me de beto so no enti me de mo hwe me video ba ko na me nsan no ye de plaster atale ho na me te wo me ka kire o mu kra say chale say ya na tiu boy na omo say omo nhwe no because nti many omo ayete wo no na edi nkomo e ka say nduro bi mpo omo say omo dey attend to him no tese ye call keesi ansa na akonye bi na ye ni bibia ese nka emergency ward no
be o here say no range asem na wo kan say duro
ebi no
be hwe dipa na we plan na
omo say bi no
jemo call kan shi
eno na girl ne kwa kan say mo mpanyimfo ni wia musika wia na mo be kan te o na me yi phone say asem na aka no na me record ye hear evidence into wo de ka na afi de me record ma wo
e ho na de wo live ne ba ye
e ho nia na me start live no
okay
e ho nia ye part of evidence me de kwa kasa afa the medical and professional negligence no intika and I even stated e wo mu say if there is a challenge I will go through you voice it out so that we will be able to address it as advocates. Na say betumi ehusai mpanyimfo bi a ya ka che omo say we mu ni ade a omo hospital no omo fam ntemo mo omo because ye de ne say yeso be kasa straighten the system no e hodum no omo nia no obi ehu say camera say so no lady here o claim say aboni because say ode gods ne brem no there was that I mean relationship it ode ne sakra be ball me phone no say stop the recording into the boss we no ka say ye dina anum ni akra ye e dede on boys yi koba na omo kobe nia no e na misika kra ye e na mse da bi nya abotre na hwehwe na e bia na ato abebi o kona wo ba no so there was no instance that girl no kra ni nya any provocating argument be ana anything that could trigger say me de me nsabeka no there was nothing enu free wono ni nya na me nya live o inti enumu no ena me de phone no say me botom me record the conversation na ekoso e wo word ho enia which I have it now me ye na me tie nsem o mo kania no ene na nurse phone no gu a o mo ye o modwuma boys no o mo de boy ni di nkai ko hospital no remember me minim guy no I don't know him from Adam. But why somebody in the hospital no, they keep going in, coming out, going in, coming out. Now me cry, me catch up, say, calm me down. They would attend to it. Mu da ma me na. No, that ne banana so no, ne bansa so no. I had all those videos, and those are things that I may cover just to speak about some of these things. That it's unprofessional and inhumane. say ye be ma nipa ma me panyina ne tiri ho dwene aye fita na say e bi ne mpampo e na bi ni ho ana ye ni stature a ye betumi de atoso say ye nya time mpom me hye na ana ye assess na obetumi afiri ne nana no nsa so na wada stature no so ana
anse na nya ma me no mo kuta ne nana na mo ne nana no mo
ne nana akola na kita ma me panyini that in so call back and forth eba and I had all those recordings ni nya ye nyoma na me twa right Reach hospital and because they say now this medical assembly can say breach of people's privacy near them you can't put cameras on them right unless a criminality is being perpetrated when there is a criminality being perpetrated some law of breaching privacy no I don't think say just say yenya lawyer ni bi no be chechire mu only na wo ka che me say me ba wo fie which is your private residence I am not even allowed to take selfie without your consent because it's your private place but when me ba wo fie na wo bo yere and I want you to say wo ya me bo tu I have every right say me wo kwan bi a metumi etwa as an evidence I am not bleaching any protocols of that embassies ain't allowed to be taking photos. But when there is a criminality being perpetrated in an embassy, you have every right as a Ghanaian to do whatever it takes to have an evidence of proof.
That's correct.
So when me Pia Montana, boy sene ba ku hu me, said that video no betumi dey atoso a. E no obi sa me say, "Oh, Bosu Raf, they don't attend to you yet." No, let me quote him right. They finish with the dressing. And I me say, "Charlie, they don't do nothing no." And all be refer me to me ba ye na me catch omo say omumpie na omo nhwe patient no that be why I dey tell you say these people it be pressure than they need we could give them pressure
guy in the casa
e wo video ni
okay
so e honom ena ye dira o penten no that time na phone kita obi na o recording so I had to take the phone and enter inside the hospital mirror inside biemu no and I make call trauma room one ni biem.
Maybe a branch at
that. No. Say me kwa because now one guy day if you want to make PSA, tell the boy no ewu nti on video ni mo no more compress no. Sa bre no na nurse for bi gina station no why say obi say on more than insertion na moto mo say e gina ho in the video. So sa bre ni mo no and I'm like what is this? So can somebody do something? Obi nye bibi ye tell my boy no at this point evidence na on my phone no can be doctored and I'm a boy so me to me aka say wakoye edit no twitwa baby dia be say baby so let me go live so that say baby to boy now there will be an evidence of proof me koye live ni mpo no central etwegu ene yesi okọ ho ene yesi we nja ye obi a because ono pe na e Ghana ni ena sa kwa no me I just don't me na me be suit here me say for a reason no yes say em say o my way no say suit and say onim nyansa because sa kwa na ngasa me ka say mo say o mo ba o mu tiri hwan say ena o mo ba hoodlam sa raf no on ne bo akwa no yes o twi no fom butu no me enti na me say quote na ebia me so mehu nyansa ka bia cause em say o my way we say quote na anim nyansa but sabre na me hospital maame na no do obi na so ne ba eba me hodi nka be kache tata na me call live e be kache obi se o me kanche me se ne na oda obi na so no se me ke bi mo a ye be hwe no sa maame no eba me video ni kwasa be ka se o pache boys ne mra fom right and boys na no omubu ofu na omu agitate no was when omu hu boy ne da mpa so a ne hu po and a honum no and I saw live. Me call nursing station, they were all standing there as if nothing was happening. Now, young clarify we Sakwaya ni trim we in a kama na gentleman pa una bekas we ni pa bia na dwene edwuma. But Odina TV so call back and forth e church ensemu no. O se boys no e ba be wura per the account I the man no. But when to me enhu adwene ye nananom ye nananom e say peyini dua mate mante. Ena se banyansafuo mpo se ye kasa na se okana nutuma ye kan nyansafuo a ye kan ne kan sorry kwasia thank you se kwasia okana nutumu nyansafuo mu a ye kan ne kan ye nhwa akoyi se na dwene ye adwuma ana na dwene ye adwuma or say time ye be wure mu no ono pen account to Ralph no ye share ni wie ye a opie ye say ompe de ya ma no ompere ino no opie ye no e na kofa boys na mo bo mu di moto 25 obi anipa mako na tie ino mu be wure mu na mo ba no nurse for no ye smart o ye ni say ya na o ye omo ye smart ino omu tie moto no suna no ino omu dwane ko woro omo ho e say mufti by day we no onu dia baby o horo ne nsa ntonu we hu ti Ralph na ye ne sa o wura mu ababu no boys ni bi body ti no mu body na ye ne sa. Meanwhile, Captain, in the video time I may be call live no, there were some nurses attending to even a patient the trauma room no more bandaging the nine videos in the wall. I took it private because na moja gugu fom me person me kase there should be even an employment ye be fa nkofo a ye surgery no almost so clinic a form moja de begu baby a cleaner say paper. There should never be any instance say ye eduma na moja gugu fom na obi anu mort na da fom no sir. Oh hospital me wo videos ni nya o
rich na wo kan yo
Captain enya makolas enkomo ni ebi
na kwakum cham krom komo ta
enya gomu asem ne ka enya gomu
rich
enkran the Washington DC of Ghana
boy
say America for the Washington DC enti yeso ye Washington DC Accra hospital no mort gugu fom say me hu say video yi betwa mamohu na make ma men kama no mpontum na we ukokan ye beba abebo inti sabre ni nia no eye nwoma na me twa say later me kwa akohu minister ankasa the videos not say no just to also contribute to the betterment of the government because ye nia no ya sodie ya sede se ye beboa se nwoma bi a enye no ye betumi atwitwa na ye de atrempen for no ma ye bibia fa ho enye social media keke me social media yi omo ye social nkofo so blogger me nya vlogger omo ye vlogging nia no omo monetize your account omo di jiska me ni monetize account bia o bibia. My own is to just advocate for right things to be done. Captain or say ye be wure mu no ena omu dwane pie ye ena call no kwa no mbebo no wo hwe video na anese phone na egu atani to obi. So at what point omu dwane kwa woro omo ho a wo de wanya smart a ye bebu ni bi hemfa na nipa o ya dini ye eduma ye wo kura mu ye gote no ye isaba no ebi kura me ba ku bi o se me ye national threat mimi mo me ye national threat me ema mebu no a omutumi tena social media eka se ye bekum president ye twan yiriti. We have a whole first a presidential aspirant all contested to be a president ekosra omo hage omo na honorable minister of health eba hospital sabre na honorable ba hospital no obehu me no Captain uni maybe na mfiba let me feed the health ministry. Because don't forget, I said, we are doing everything possible to make sure that we straighten the system and also help the government to make sure, and no man here can the previous government in Libya and they call prison no. When we are ya bebe yomo, near catch romo, no more to one no more two, ya baby be found. And no, in our panel, me call your friend is saying, Ministry of Health, me for Ministry of Health, no, in a million in TSA, honorable crano. Or call hospital in respect to the issue that has happened. And I'm saying a fine case. Don't forget, Captain, Udio Unim, Ashafu Eshayenim. Oh, Kwako, who minister Ukrumi Anoma. I shall be take 1,000 years. Kodako Bukuai, and honorable meeting, and on the way meeting, and or Quine, and a Bradeche, I did so quite inti. Say, oh, what ya? Let me take advantage. Namin ko CCA. Inti Osha Health Ministry to Reja, less than 2 minutes drive. So I drove in. Maybe do honomono. Lucky enough, not honorable any the medical team no AP. And say honomono. Omo kase. Omo problem say. And na minister tia me so there is an issue no. Hospital ni niano. Omo ofapeyini. And
the hospital no so no.
Medical superintendent.
Oh, what hospital?
Your friend Dr. Leslie.
Okay.
And Captain Bisa say, then I mean who say a friend Dr. Leslie. Time as I did the way we near Kosono. There was one lady at Obaho, say what they say, yes, you'll be about my own video. kwasi asema kwa inkurasefo ahaya na message. So me pieba no only one of the ladies or in that confrontation no. And I called her and said, Jano, you know, when you the target, when you or you saying yeah because there is a system break, right? If the systems are well fixed, on to me pom me na no ndi krama impatem na kantama be nipa e hospital. If we are really upholding to our laws and punishing medical negligence and professional negligence, what she was doing is out of professional negligence. Onim yoye, inti ignore her. A honum na Dr. Leslie no. Oh yeah, the superintendent. Neni chia, uni chasidi. Na mamencho ade kontage. Lady no, yes I do ordinance said bem nam si lady. Now but na unsani nim na come here. It will be a different conversation. Se wo kunu wo fie. Na untumi mbono enya na nimu ne nkasa sei so your boyfriend unuye bi na untumi nya nsa and they know the nurses were there and eno ena ehono no don't forget that time no na ya mama jai video no when Mr. Eric came in and say oh Ralph stop the video for me. So after speaking outside no I had to end it out of respect.
Leslie
Doc they be CEO of Bike Life no so be do
okay
into Dr. Leslie ena ofre me say no Ralph please come ena oche me de me ko say dan ba kum say Ralph I am going to attend to you myself. Ignore whatever that has happened.
So in all this no na won san na attending to
videos na clear if they can play it.
And medical superintendent no hwe
o say
rage no o be friend ko say dan ba
kum friend me ko say dan ba kum time a lady ni ba wa okoka say inkurase for na we na wan make us say an sabomia it will be a different conversation. Okay, we need trust in so Dr. Leslie has to calm the whole situation down. And Odieko said dining. Odieko said honomono. In a lady na say, Ralph, I am a medical practitioner. I don't think it is safe for you to at this moment seek for medical help from any person here. Don't trust nobody. We need to leave. Wow. Dr. Leslie, and I make a chance no doc, we need to go. No, Ralph, please. I am going to attend to you myself. Right? Into oniminia in a nanti pia bonting. Emma ordinary ID card. Emma me says I may say me seeking for treatment and no there. Baby, I'm a person menko. But if say I feel say so mamia, he's willing to do it for me. Dr. Leslie should go or call the minister and say he gave me his card. The only thing the card the man from Mahanum, right? The ID card, no, the man, one of the guys, and I'm the mom, and I was talking to one guy. Missiano, also a medical staff, no, stop him, say, oh no, Ralph, don't go, please. I know you have been watching on social media. Come, I work here, I'm not a nurse, but come, let me see to you and make sure that they attend to you. And I'm saying, no, it's fine, I appreciate this, but I need to go at this moment. Dr. Leslie no me who need e want a card and so. Or no, walking me out of the hospital. So now, the secretary to the one papaya or nam kasa biblei. Or no sa papa no. Sena mabu obi at that moment no. Enti eba say in a Dr. Leslie ba you know. Don't forget, Dr. Leslie had made a statement that is being recorded, but for the sake of what he did later, no, I wouldn't want to talk about that because later on, who said the okay, you know, but he had come back to show remorse by telling me, say, so I need to ignore that. I don't even have to make that a conversation, right? But then, Senasa Breno, Mabu Obi and we prayer. And how do you say, doctor? Medical superintendent, we are hospital, no, moon nurse for my activity, go to papa. On the year, Jack, honomono. Would you say, and Conrada say, Yankonam show, Obi Abu de Bama, when you dislocated shoulder, and Kadaf for stress in Quabeca, some prominent peer, right? But Osemoma, Ralph, Bramia Meshow. That moment now, yes, I did the back and forth. Near say, Macho 450 about Honomo, with Semidia, or Muye reform a column red, Abawi, Metier, minimum sanum, Obioni Mibiani, Menomonsa. I don't smoke, I don't do none of all these things they are accusing me of. Send your no case, and some of the colleagues on social media, they told us so, different from who he is. They all come from me, it's far opposite who I am.
Okay. And
Captain, me intine mbansa.
Okay.
So at that point na sa conversation we kwa so say tax abewrem oma bebo girl no mako pusi na to fom mabobo ne ma we pra no there was a police presence. There were police officers. No mo koba ema edu bebi mpo no na me ni police for ni gina wa omu tie raf preaching. Say wo police ni a wo gina we wadwuma ne say wo bebo me ho ban. Nti ye gina he ebi a na esini no ni kunu eye businessman. Ono and robbers akwa attack no ya be frɛ hwan so ngongohwe police right now police ni no ekɔ na sɛ and robber ni mu no etuo kana ya de ne be kɔ he hospital ya de ne ba hospital na esini sɛ wabrɛ okudidi aba mu nya abotre na mo de mo ba na mbɛkyɛ de enye fa video ba ko ne to so mame nurse ni this video was a video what happened last year. I went as far as the nursing and registered whatever. Almost officer was she said me kwa report. Nobody even gave me a human ear to listen to the plight of the people.
Then you see it.
But video no na Ghana for nchani ento aso. Ye ku maame ye muntie.
Okay, what the koso ye bebo.
Oh me hu so de atoso se sound ne ba no motia. Nurse ni atom oduro e de ama patient e wo ward. After said doctor, a prescribe a draw the man.
What Tomano?
Almost to hospital. I have evidences.
That's about okay.
Nurse for not than pharmacists or hospitals are almost to
bed, so don't near to a drew.
May say, Opa, ya manipa quine say, almost Fred attested to this. Almost to what crabba.
Oh, Debbie.
Jesus Christ. Eh?
Oh,
may say,
what's it? Well, who needs was I? What that personal will tell you?
Captain, there are a lot of investigations, sir. I do your movie. An opportunity aba. Say, dear, having your Rebecca. Captain, Unim say, Confanote. Oko emergency one man, Omutons was here.
Oh, and some of the yeah. Exactly. BBC was a moment to into
Confanote teaching hospital. Emergency, for emergency. Omutons was here. What would Kumasa watch from me, Bosso? Captain, me hospitals are makwa, Omu curtains a senho, Omu bed in some consume. And my patients describe say, Ahanum, in some consume a wadinim.
And to the video now,
no, guy na or that hospital one no doctor a prescribe a drug diamano doctor no prescribe a drug diamano no eba no pa orientation no you know be hu say no eduro na eguya no enye we na me ka say ye mfa ma ho ye din kan administer too e won so
ya to bo asasa o me so jijidam wo she suit to hu yansa sasa no oboka
de me kan e wo me tiri ni me ni ntade se ni
so ka so obo say
me pese me mo mu so o mu suit se na nyansa
doctor no a prescribe a draw a throw draw I am for money poor yare no doctor na de eche ye na oba bi mu no hu say a draw na egu ya afo ne nchen ho no nya no no chro ye to aso
na o ka sa wie no ye ne rounds no na nurse fo no abesesa sa nduro na fi ho akofa edurofo de abegu na boy na ye de sa de ni di no me wo se me se obi twa ntro yi me ye bosomsum ni enro am ko hu me nananom enti central na me twa captain me say I will fight for the people of this country and make sure that people's life will be saved in this country.
See wo doctor na be hwe eduro no ko na nurse fo no be fa de egu ho no
efi ho
no mo de fo
fra ba begu ho na boy ne twa ato ne phone so dada
say no mo de buy no
me de say ne producer obetumi de ato so
okay
ema boy ni try enti oye na me bisa enti sandro na o try na wen in order picture we sign me right enti e ho no ni bufu e na o complain say e ye nkum bia nkom akuni dada that video no wo mommo masa ekum bia nkom akum dada at that moment no anybody
hold on o mic ni ye yi ma me pia hye ho yi
captain meboa
o twen that's right
for 1000 the best 1000
yanto aso
now obi a na dwene ye dwuma bia at that moment no adwoble o why a mistake Adeno could have taken the lives one no na okatum et said e kwa mesrew et me pachew ya nye ni yi yesrew mobile hospital. Number some what triggered me the most? I am a nurse ni no did attempts and say paracetamol de kumnipa. Or so do no the brain nipa no. Paracetamol. Na paracetamol de kumnipa. Na me man ko school abon nti me na ma na me keka nkwasa se ko school
paracetamol.
Minim. Minim. Now, when you complaining like that, you know, and I wo, say o kan wanu tum. Now we say ni mumpo say, bia paracetamol. Your friend say tramadol ya enumi. Say painkiller. Paracetamol ye painkiller. But milligrams, you know, say your friend say amount 1,000 milligram. Na say ye na paracetamol ankasa. Ye betuna ma tramadol. Your friend say bia 500 milligram. E betuna sustain the same pain. Inti explain it no. Na on tiase, these are some of the enrolled negusono.
But you draw na o child na that
right. Omo be yi fi ho no, ni nia wo ho. Inti at the end of the day, eyenyoma ekoso a me soli kutia sankase na betumi abo video baako na wo hwe ward honom curtain se wo ho fi toilet room ho tiles apapai. In fact, it's very sad. So these are things that I am covering to make sure that at least I will help the system. And anya no kwa captain the omu mi kika hu nsaminia anya yi nko a yankopon fa the currency me the same hospital I had to go and change almost toilet seat and na ward na me fa the currency masa masaudu ne papa wuye and ade me say ade eku papa no me reho and I said to myself that I will make sure I do that thing for the hospital.
Okay.
Toilet seat in water closet no apai apai enye say apai a akraki o apai me yie free ho nti okọ hospital no ma say ade na ahana pai seat round no apai nti say wo squat e won chen no say nyame ye wadom nyame ye wadom na wo Patrick Kane ade ne betumi etwa wo be bibi
sure
and then na papa the word wo no oda no on penti o say okọ word foforo akuja ne nan e no ko slepe
na tikọ from
alhamdulillah nyame na dema nyame na age ewia na na pen wila bi tetere ne ho muslim yakoto ne twene. This was professional negligence that took the life of somebody. Me catch me who say I will do this for the hospital.
Okay, nti edro no ye be wie no ne ya ba ho edro no nurse ne fire no mo report ma doctor ne say na nurse na ye
doctor ni hu ye ono na confirm say nya edro ni enti enya afi na akọ report bibia ma obia ono na confirm ma guy no
na omo ye nurse ne dan
oda hu ye adwuma enne ye asem we si ye fa ne to so na obia nhwe no owo comment sections ase di atem
the same nurse
no ton duro obeton duro ma omo na obekon to kwa no oda so nani mo e mo fa ne mla there be mo fa nani mo yie mla we dey na odi atem. And these people are not supposed to be in the agency and also the institution.
Wow.
Yes, medical way health a noble profession and I'm a worker. And noble, yet it's a noble must saying. And such people muntie so edro man no wo nim nansa na o doctor ni na o be so edro man no wo nim nansa che no enya hwe wo nim edro wo nim nansa che no wo nim nansa che no in edro no choi no doctor ne ba wa ba be hu in o ka che say enya edro na me choma man no enie. This is it. And father didn't who you came to respond to me. And I'm telling you, sir, you are not being professional. You are not being professional. On Sunday come here. On Sunday come here, it will be a different thing. What will you do? There will be Messi and come into whom? There will be Messi and come into whom? There will be and Sunday come so you wouldn't see it. Say come here, you will feel it. Say Anna Mukunko for. Ya catch us for a dro in a doctor atra manipa no or say doctor ne buy wa catch and say e dro na mo de ma me no enye no right enye no the be body no why witness na be friend oh my boss me pa chot na say enye sa na te na dro no we ni nya e baako na nu pa ye baako a nke ba ne say na doctor ne buy no o catch us say da be enye dro na me choma onu ina o ka say ye kum bia enka ye kum ko ye din ka de dro no mienu esi ne so dada ba ku na doctor ne buy no be ka say enye no no ya be fe no ko e de fofra aba o se me ma ne nkasa ona wo ya matu into school no akona anim nyansa no anu nie o doctor ni na o doctor ni na o be tro aduro ni nsini captain
wow
ote na minim se sisi a woni twa asidi no ya kire nurse fo ni nia kan because we say o ma me o papa ne yaku no ba ko no so sa lady no so be kasa o raise one so sa woni twa asidi nurse ni o o be du ma me it's sad if say a trainee and call for say in a institutions and hospitals pay captain idea we ya kan won sem no o filling station ko bu fuel a pump attendant no odina no e feel so entitled as o you favor o a bank na o akoyi sky teller na o te wo no de obeye no ho ase sika na da wo na ye ono ne dia e na o yi bia ma Oko police station ina wenya asem ina ani police ni kan how obey yo police ni to me video ba ku be bi send me police ni ati obi eje onasum pow pow dan no ma we mu nia no me gye no wana me hu bia na me bisa nti Ghana yi I mean